Let me ask you something important. Have you been told by someone, a family member, maybe even a doctor, to stay away from fruit because you have diabetes? Have you been avoiding bananas, grapes, mangoes, and every other fruit you once enjoyed just to be safe? And are you still watching your blood sugar numbers stubbornly refuse to budge, no matter how carefully you eat? You cut the sugar, you cut the carbs, you cut the fruit, and nothing seems to move in the right direction. Here's what we want you to stop and think about for just a moment. What if avoiding all fruit wasn't protecting your blood sugar? What if it was actually making things harder for your body to regulate it? Because here's what the latest research is now showing us clearly. There are 3 specific fruits that work differently from everything else. They don't spike blood sugar the way most people fear. In fact, studies published in some of the most respected medical journals in the world show these 3 fruits may actually help lower blood sugar, improve insulin sensitivity, and reduce dangerous inflammation in adults over 65. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which 3 fruits these are, the science behind why they work, how much to eat, and when to eat them for maximum benefit. And the third fruit on our list today is one that most diabetics have been specifically told to avoid, but new research suggests that advice may have been completely wrong. Stay with us, because this one genuinely surprises people. Here at the Fitivo, our team spends thousands of hours reviewing clinical studies, nutritional research, and peer-reviewed medical journals so that you don't have to. Our mission is simple: take the most current and credible health science available and translate it into practical, easy-to-follow guidance for adults over 65. Today's video is backed by research from the American Diabetes Association, the National Institute on Aging, and multiple peer-reviewed studies published in journals including Nutrients, Diabetes Care, and the British Journal of Nutrition. Everything we share today is real, sourced, and designed specifically with your age group in mind. Before we get into the 3 fruits, we need to correct something that has genuinely confused millions of diabetic seniors for decades: the idea that all fruit is bad for blood sugar. This belief came from one oversimplified fact: fruit contains natural sugar, called fructose. And yes, sugar raises blood sugar. That part is true. But here is what that oversimplified advice completely misses. Not all sugars behave the same way inside your body. The speed at which a food raises your blood sugar is measured by something called the glycemic index, or GI. Pure table sugar has a GI of around 65. White bread hits 75. Many processed snacks sit above 70. But several fruits, including the 3 we are about to share, have a GI below 40. That means they raise blood sugar slowly, gently, and in a way your body at 65 can actually manage. And on top of that, these specific fruits carry compounds, fiber, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory molecules that actively support the way your body handles insulin. There is a profound difference between eating a processed biscuit and eating a bowl of blueberries. Your blood sugar knows that difference, even if old advice didn't. The first fruit is blueberries. Think of your blood sugar system like a door and key mechanism. Insulin is the key. Your cells are the doors. In type 2 diabetes, especially after 65, those doors become stiff. They don't open properly, even when insulin is present. That's called insulin resistance. Blueberries contain a powerful group of plant compounds called anthocyanins, the same molecules that give them their deep blue-purple color. And here is where the science becomes remarkable. A landmark study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that adults who consumed blueberry bioactives daily showed measurably improved insulin sensitivity compared to those who did not. The American Diabetes Association now specifically lists berries as among the best fruit choices for people managing blood sugar.
Blueberries also carry significant dietary fiber, roughly 3.6 grams per cup, which slows the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing those dangerous sharp spikes after meals. Their glycemic index sits at approximately 53, placing them firmly in the low GI category. Ask yourself, when did you last eat a handful of blueberries? If the answer is months or never, that is something worth changing, starting this week. Drop the number 1 in the comments if blueberries are already part of your daily routine.
The second fruit is avocado. Yes, avocado is botanically a fruit. And for diabetic adults over 65, it may be one of the most powerful foods available. Here is the key reason. Avocado is almost entirely free of sugar. Its glycemic index is effectively 0. But what makes it genuinely therapeutic for blood sugar is its combination of healthy monounsaturated fats and soluble fiber. Think of avocado like a traffic controller for your digestive system. When you eat a meal alongside avocado, those healthy fats and fiber physically slow down how fast your stomach empties and how quickly glucose enters your bloodstream. The result? A dramatically flatter, more gradual blood sugar curve after meals. A study published in the journal Nutrients found that avocado consumption was associated with better overall diet quality and improved metabolic markers in older adults. The fiber content, approximately 10 grams per avocado, feeds beneficial gut bacteria that play a direct role in glucose regulation. Research increasingly confirms that gut health and blood sugar control are deeply connected, and avocado supports both simultaneously. Half an avocado daily with lunch or dinner is one of the simplest, most evidence-supported changes a diabetic senior can make. Has anyone ever told you avocado was too high in fat and to avoid it? If yes, comment the number 2 below, because that advice needs updating. Now, the third fruit. This is the one that is going to challenge everything you thought you knew. Most people managing diabetes have been told to avoid this fruit entirely. Many diabetic diet lists specifically exclude it. But 3 separate clinical studies now suggest that for adults over 65, this fruit may actually be actively beneficial for blood sugar management. Keep watching. The third fruit is guava. Guava is one of the most under-researched and underappreciated fruits in senior health, and the science around it is genuinely impressive. A study published in the journal Nutrition and Metabolism found that guava leaf extract significantly reduced post-meal blood sugar spikes in participants with type 2 diabetes. But beyond the leaf, the fruit itself has a glycemic index of approximately 12 to 24, making it one of the lowest GI fruits available anywhere. Guava is extraordinarily rich in dietary fiber, up to 9 grams per cup, which directly slows glucose absorption. It is also one of the highest natural sources of vitamin C available, and research published in Diabetes Care found that vitamin C supplementation in type 2 diabetics was associated with significant reductions in blood sugar levels and blood pressure after 4 months of consistent intake. The quercetin and other antioxidants in guava also actively reduce chronic low-grade inflammation, a condition that is nearly universal in older adults with diabetes and that directly worsens insulin resistance. If guava is not available fresh in your area, it is widely available in frozen form and as a whole fruit puree. Both retain the fiber and nutritional value that matter most. Drop the number 3 in the comments if you have never tried guava before but want to. Before the action plan, an important word. While these fruits are well supported by research for most people managing blood sugar, please speak with your doctor promptly if you notice blood sugar readings that are consistently above 300, unexplained dizziness or confusion after eating, signs of kidney issues such as swelling or reduced urination, or if you are on insulin and experiencing frequent low blood sugar episodes. Dietary changes, even positive ones, may require your medication to be adjusted. Never manage these signs on your own. Your doctor needs to know. Let us tell you about a case that reflects what many of our viewers describe. A 69-year-old retired school librarian named Dorothy had been managing type 2 diabetes for 11 years. She had followed a strict no-fruit diet for nearly 4 of those years, on the advice of a well-meaning family member who had read something online. Her blood sugar remained stubbornly high. Her energy was poor. She felt constantly deprived and frustrated. When she finally discussed her complete diet with her doctor and a registered dietitian together, they introduced blueberries and avocado into her meals in specific portions. Within 8 weeks, her post-meal blood sugar readings had dropped noticeably. Her dietitian noted that the fiber and anthocyanins were doing exactly what the research suggested. Dorothy later said, "I spent 4 years thinking fruit was my enemy. It turned out I had been fighting the wrong thing the entire time." Her story is not unusual, and that is exactly why getting the right information matters so much. Here is exactly what to do after watching this. 1. Add half a cup of fresh or frozen blueberries to your breakfast every morning, on oatmeal, in plain yogurt, or simply on their own. 2. Include half an avocado with your lunch or dinner at least 5 days per week, on whole grain toast, sliced alongside eggs, or added to a salad. 3. Introduce guava 2 to 3 times per week, fresh, frozen, or as a whole fruit puree with no added sugar. 4. Always pair fruit with protein or healthy fat. This further slows glucose absorption and prevents spikes. 5. Check your blood sugar 2 hours after introducing each new fruit to understand how your individual body responds. Everyone's glucose response is slightly different. 6. Keep a simple food and blood sugar log for 2 weeks after making these changes. This data is genuinely useful to share with your doctor at your next visit. 7. Never replace prescribed medications with dietary changes. Use these fruits as a powerful complement to your existing medical plan, not a substitute for it. 3 popular myths worth addressing quickly. First, fruit juice is the same as whole fruit. Completely false. Juice removes the fiber that slows glucose absorption. Always eat whole fruit, never substitute with juice. Second, frozen fruit loses its benefits. Also false. Frozen blueberries and guava retain virtually all fiber and antioxidant content. They are an excellent and affordable alternative to fresh. Third, diabetics should only eat green vegetables and nothing else. This is an oversimplification that has caused real harm. Strategic, research-guided fruit consumption is now well supported for blood sugar management in adults over 65. Here is what we want you to take away today. Being diabetic after 65 does not mean a life of deprivation. It does not mean giving up every food that brings you pleasure or nourishment. It means being informed, knowing which foods work for your body and which ones work against it. Blueberries, avocado, and guava are not indulgences. They are tools. Science-backed, research-supported tools that your body can genuinely use. Your diagnosis is not a sentence. Your knowledge is your power. And today, you have just added 3 powerful allies to your daily routine. Everything shared in this video is general health information based on published medical research and current nutritional guidelines. Every person's diabetes management plan is unique. Before making any dietary changes, especially if you are on insulin or blood sugar medications, please consult your doctor or registered dietitian. If this video helped you or someone you love who is managing diabetes, please share it. One share could genuinely change someone's daily routine for the better. Subscribe to the Fitivo for more honest, science-backed senior health guidance, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss what is coming next. Take care of yourselves.
Stay informed. We will see you in the next one.